Hey everyone, welcome to a new edition of Fun with Flags. I'm none other than your friendly neighborhood soda, and I have no idea what 50's doing. What did I do to you?
It's the theme of the episode today.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Today we're finally doing the topic I promised, in April? Till, my life got busy. We're going to be doing an episode on pranks. But first, 50, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's been a couple of weeks. It's you know how it is in this area. Every week, something big happens.
Oh, yeah.
But well, like I said, it's been a couple of weeks, but
today we can at least laugh for a little bit, right?
let's let some fun of the world.
Exactly. So what I decided to do after I guess I had 2 months to think about this. I actually found a list of practical jokes, and what I did is I put the paragraph about the practical joke. I threw it in the AI generator. So I'm gonna read out the practical joke, and then we're gonna look at the AI image and see what the hell went wrong.
So, did you actually watch these before you started the show, or
No. This is just a list. There's no video, nothing.
Did you watch what the AI thought the practical jokes were?
No, I didn't. I just literally copied the text from the thing and just threw it in the generator.
All right. Well, we'll see how bad it looks then.
I did see them, obviously, because I have to download them and stuff. That's why I know there's one that's just like, oh my god, it's the fucking stuff of nightmares.
Oh boy.
All right. So the first one, it's titled "The Emperor Was a Prankster" from the year of the 3rd century in Rome. The teenage Roman Emperor Elagabalus loved pranking his guests.
Maybe.
According to the book Rome in the East, the emperor seated his more pompous dinner guests on what we would call whoopee cushions, emitting the sound of flatulence. He also thought it was hilarious to let wild animals loose to mingle with his guests. And this is the image that text generated. Okay. Some fucking hellscape of an image of animal behind him. I don't even know what that is.
Is he eating a pizza? What the hell?
With chopsticks?
Yeah, a chopstick that goes right through his hand and comes out through his middle finger. And what the hell is he having
his extra middle finger?
Yes, because AI, of course.
Hey.
It's either too many fingers or not enough fingers. What made you want to do this? Why did you decide to use AI for this?
It's just for the fun of it. Really, that's all it was. It's just for the fun of it.
All right. Well, to each their own.
No, well, okay. All right. The next one. Fake earthquake machine. Year, the 5th century. Location, Turkey.
Turkey.
Anthemius, of Trails.
Yeah, pretty sure it wasn't Turkey just yet. The 5th century AD.
Yeah, a 6th century Greek architect, was one of the builders of Istanbul's Hagia Sophia. He also knew how to get back.
Hagia Sophia.
Hagia Sophia.
Hagia Sophia.
Hagia Sophia.
I've been there.
He also knew how to get back at his enemies. After disagreement with a neighbor, Anthemius constructed several boilers of water in his house and connected them to a hose, which he placed into a small hole leading into his neighbor's cellar. The steam generated by the boilers was produced in such volume that it stimulated an earthquake underneath the floors of his victim's house. And it looks like washing machines creating a pool.
Now, I did not know they had washing machines on Hagia Sophia.
Or in the 5th century.
Well, I assumed they had to wash their clothes somehow.
Yeah, but not with electronics.
Clearly not, but they had to have developed some kind of mechanism for that.
Hey, at least there's sunlight.
True. Kind of makes it look like a hammam, which does fit the region.
Number 3, possessed apples. The year 1400s. Location England. Who knew monks were pranksters? Thomas Betson, a monk at Sion Abbey in Middlesex, England, fooled his fellow monks when he hid a beetle inside a hollowed out apple, making the newly animated fruit appear to be possessed by demons. And this is the image.
Right.
It's like I saw that, I was like, what the fuck?
So it's a Voldemort Cinderella story.
Pretty much. Involving the Beatles, apparently.
Well, what's the Beatles connection?
Because the text says, fooled his fellow monks when he hid a beetle inside a hollowed out apple.
Okay. So, dude, his hand, man. His hand. Look at his hand.
Oh! Nobody's finger is that long.
What? Why, AI? Why?
Number 4, Lion About Washing Lions for the year 1698. Location, London, sorry.
England!
For centuries, the Tower of London housed all kinds of wild animals such as polar bears, lions, leopards, ravens, and zebras. On April Fool's Day in 1698, a smart aleck convinced people to view the lions getting their annual bath. Trouble was no event was scheduled. The stunt continued over the next several centuries, with pranksters even printing bogus tickets for the event, which bore the seal of the senior warden. And this is the image that was created.
Well,
Yep.
So
They look mutated.
Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of looks like a zebra fucked a giraffe or something.
It looks like homunculi.
It looks like a chimera.
Yeah. At least the Tower of London guy was accurate.
Is to an extent.
Yeah. That's a mess.
Well, next.
Yep. Sorry, I enlarged the screen so I can look at them better. So I have to.
Yeah.
Number 5, the moon hoax. The year, 1835. Location, New York. On August 25th, 1835, readers of the New York Sun newspaper learned there was a civilization on the moon. The fictitious story was intended to poke fun at science writer Reverend Thomas Dick, who had previously claimed the moon had a population of more than 4 billion beings. On September 16th, 1835, the Sun admitted the articles had been a hoax. And this is the image generated. What?
I mean, the moon architecture is kind of lacking. Also, I mean, is that the moon or is the moon the one in the background?
It looks like they put the moon on Earth.
And had another moon.
Yeah.
In the background.
That kind of resembles
the moon.
I was going to say with the color, a Star Wars planet.
Kind of looks a bit like Mars.
Hmm.
So yeah, apparently moon people build their great cities in the shape of sentient dials.
At least they're pretty.
Yeah.
Number 6, guano graffiti. The year of the 19th century, location Oxford, England. William Buckland was an eccentric and brilliant scientist. In 1823, he unearthed Britain's oldest known human remains. Buckland also is known for a prank involving guano, or bat feces. He was convinced it could be a robust fertilizer, which in fact it is. To prove his point, during his undergraduate years at Oxford, he put guano on a portion of the university's lawns, spelling out the word guano. Before it was removed, the fertilizer had stimulated the grass below, and soon the word guano was growing in the university's lawn. And that's the AI-generated image.
Well, find something that doesn't look trash.
No, but it doesn't resemble guano. It looks like a really weird domino mask.
That's why I like it.
All right, totally fair. Totally fair.
Still asymmetrical, but whatever. At least it doesn't have some weird-looking human.
Okay, number 7, George P. Burdell. The year 1927, location Atlanta. Incoming student William Edgar Smith accidentally received 2 enrollment forms from Georgia Tech. Making the most of the school's mistake, Smith filled out one for the fictional George P. Burdell and later signed Burdell up for all the same classes and began completing his school assignments. Burdell eventually completed a Bachelor of Science degree and later his master's in mechanical engineering. Other students at Georgia Tech made sure to keep enrolling Burdell to courses and events over the years, even after enrollment was computerized. To this day, Burdell's birthday is still celebrated each year on campus on April 1st, of course. And ladies and gentlemen, this is apparently George P. Burdell. Looks like a fucking cross-eyed Harry Potter student.
Yep. What the hell is the deal with that other book he's reading?
Right?
Yeah, and of course he's got 3 fingers.
Yep.
Because apparently he's half Sontaran.
Yeah. And look at the size of the fingers on the other hand.
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell's going on over there.
And like I said, he looks like he's trying to see both sides at once.
Yeah. At least they got the computer monitor right.
Right.
At least AI can do one thing.
Take what you can get.
Yeah.
All right. Free Wine, year 1950, location Norway. On April 1st, 1950, Norway's largest newspaper, Aftenposten, published a front page article stating the state-owned Vinmonopolet, or wine monopoly, had received an extra large shipment of French wine. Excuse me. Unfortunately, the wine monopoly, the only stores allowed to sell alcohol in Norway, had no bottles in which to bottle the French wine. To remedy this situation, the newspaper continued all wine would be 75% off and tax-free that day, but customers were asked to bring their own buckets, pitchers, and the like to carry the wine. Norwegians, accustomed to bottle shortages in the post-war years, were lined up with buckets in hand when they found out they'd been taken. And that's the image. Looks like a wine auction in the fucking Great Hall.
What the hell is going on?
With another fucking cross-eyed person.
Why can't AI get humans right? I mean, are we supposed to believe that one day these things will take over the earth if they can't do this right?
Well, pretty much, right? And this is who Hollywood wants to make their movies.
Look at that guy's legs behind her.
Whoa. That's a mess. It looks like it's going through a portal.
And one leg over here, one leg over there.
So give me a second on this one. So this one there, this one actually, I did do the AI generated one, but there's actually a real image of it too that I'm quickly going to grab.
Oh, okay. Finally, something that looks humane.
So we can compare. No momento. Damn web file. Screw you. Damn it. Never mind. Spaghetti trees. The year
I think I heard about that once.
Yeah. The year 1957, location Great Britain. BBC Panorama presenter Richard Dimbleby, a well-respected broadcaster, gave a peculiar report on April 1st, 1957, telling viewers that a moderate winter and better pest control has resulted in an unusually productive spaghetti crop for Swiss farmers. The claim was supported by film footage of Swiss peasants pulling spaghetti strands down from trees. Some viewers, not fully acquainted with the dish at this point in time, called in to ask the BBC how they could grow a spaghetti tree. And this is the image generated.
Again, the guy with the legs.
Dude, take a look at their faces.
One of them doesn't have a face.
Yeah, one of them looks like a monkey puckering up. Wow, that is some like NHL 99 level graphics there, guys.
I mean, at least the tree looks impressive.
Mm-hmm. That's messed. Ten. Well, this is number 10 on the list. Society for Indecency.
You might want to take this image off first.
That is a good point. the Society for Indecency to Naked Animals. Now, this is one that was giving me a bitch of a time on AI because of the word naked.
All right.
Fighting for morality and decency was all the rage in the 1950s. One group, the Society for Indecency to Naked Animals, claimed that unclothed animals put us in moral peril. The group, which alleged to have 50,000 members, espoused the need to cover all animals that measured more than 4 inches tall or 6 inches long. The group operated for 6 years, making numerous television appearances and publicity stunts. When the group's president, G. Clifford Prout Jr., appeared on CBS for an interview with the revered Walter Cronkite, he was recognized as comedian Buck Henry. The jig was up, and Henry, along with his group creator, Alan Abel, admitted it was a hoax despite numerous members having joined in earnest. And that is the image generated with more deformed fucking animals and people.
Deformed everything.
Apparently, these AI pictures were taken in Chernobyl.
Yeah, before Chernobyl was Chernobyl.
The Rose Bowl switch up, 1961 in Pasadena, California. The 1961 Rose Bowl offered plenty of fun for fans of both the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Washington Huskies, and unexpectedly, Caltech. During halftime, Washington fans were instructed to lift the flip cards placed under their seats, which was intended to spell out their team's name. A group of pranksters who called themselves the Fiendish 14 had infiltrated the Washington cheerleading team, replaced the colored cards, and shocked viewers with the name Caltech displayed. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the name, but this is the AI thing generated. A football field with way too many people in it.
Hey, I mean, I guess that's also part of the thing. If you have so many things going on there, you're less likely to have a mistake.
Yep.
If you're not being so specific.
Instant color TV, the year 1962 in Sweden.
So there you go.
On April 1st, 1962, a technical expert on Sweden's national public television broadcaster, Sveriges Television, informed viewers they could easily transform their black and white TV sets to color. All one had to do was cover their screens with a nylon stocking, which would bend the light so it would provide color. Thousands fell for the prank and ruined their stockings. Swedes wouldn't get to see actual television until 4 years later. And that's what AI gave me.
Well, at least it looks like a television set. Kind
of. Yep. Showing off the fall collection of nylon stockings. Easter Island statue, the year 1962, and from the Netherlands. A Dutch man made an
Sorry, go on.
A Dutch man made an unusual discovery while walking on the beach outside the coastal city of Zandvoort, Netherlands. He stumbled upon what looked to be a worn-down statue like those found in Easter Island. A few days later, on April 1st, the statue was making international headlines, drawing thousands who wished to see it in Zandvoort. Later that very day, however, the man who made the original discovery revealed himself to be an artist named Ido van Tetterud, who had made the statue himself. Tetterud would go on to create a national April 1st society to recognize excellence in the field of practical jokes. The original statue remains on display in the front yard of Van Tetterud's home. A much larger statue, also created by Tetterud, can be found on the beach. But this is how AI generated it. Alrighty.
It kind of looks like an Easter Island statue.
It really does. Easter Island statue ready for a fight.
Yeah, made of sand.
Mount Edgecombe eruption, 1974. This is the one where I fucking couldn't include the name because of the location, Sitka, Alaska. Sitka, apparently too close to swastika.
Hey.
Some pranksters put in more effort than others. Oliver Porky Picard proved his dedication when he convinced residents of Sitka, Alaska, that the nearby Mount Edgecombe was erupting. Bicker and some friends had spent the previous 4 years assembling fuel, rags, and smoke bombs at the top of the dormant volcano. On April 1st, 1974, smoke filled the air, ensuring international coverage for Bicker. The Coast Guard sent a helicopter to investigate, and when it got over the crater, the pilot spotted a stack of burning tires and the words "April Fools" in 50-foot black letters. And this is the AI generated, because I couldn't include all of that, of course.
Yeah, well,
Just some
this
guy
one-
proud of his work.
this one just is the most normal looking one of all of them.
100%. There's actually one that you could actually say is even just as normal, oddly enough. Coming up.
Yeah.
Patrick Moore's planetary alignment. The year 1976. Location, globally. On April Fool's
Sure.
Day,
Location, the Earth.
yeah, pretty much. April Fool's Day 1976, BBC Radio 2 astronomer Sir Patrick Moore told listeners that Pluto and Jupiter would align that morning and that somehow this would temporarily reduce Earth's gravity. Listeners went outside and jumped at the mentioned time to feel the lower gravity. Many even called the BBC to share their perceived experiences of having briefly floated. The trick setup has been reused since, often spread across modern social media, and this is AI's generated image. How the hell that got that from that, I'll never know.
Well, because it's AI, it's stupid.
Hmm.
Apparently, one moon has already landed on that, whatever the planet that is, and just became a part of the scenery.
The Sydney Harbour Iceberg, the year 1978, and location Sydney, Australia. Another arts and crafts-based prank would turn heads in Australia in 1978. Electronics entrepreneur Dick Smith. See, this is the one where I had to fucking change the name.
Just call him Richard.
I just said Rich. Well, there's actually there's a character limit in the thing. So,
Right.
electronics
Apparently,
entrepreneur.
even AI has its limits, doesn't
Right.
it?
Electronics entrepreneur Dick Smith announced that he planned to haul an iceberg from Antarctica to us for Australia and sell bits of it as ice cubes. Hundreds of citizens reported that an iceberg had floated into Sydney Harbour on April 1st, 1978. When some rain dissolved the iceberg, actually a combination of firefighting foam and shaving cream covered in a large white sheet, prank was revealed as the work of Smith. And this is the image provided.
It's definitely an iceberg, all right.
Yep. A really big one.
Bizarrely shaped.
Yep. How that came from floating foam and shaving cream? Not a clue. DST introduced in the year 1980 in location Sweden again.
Hey,
Hey, Raring. I actually ended up watching the movie for the first time because of being introduced that on post. Less than 20 years after a Swedish television station convinced viewers that a nylon stocking would transform their black and white television sets to color TVs, the Swedish daily newspaper DN reported that daylight savings time had been introduced on April 1st without prior notice, resulting in, according to the paper, widespread chaos. Daylight savings would not actually be introduced until 5 days later. And that is the AI. It's a television-shaped clock.
Yeah. And apparently AI can't even get the numbers on a clock right.
Nope. Oh, just noticed that.
Yep. Did you see? Yep. Apparently 5 is like a 3.
That's horrible.
Like that shows you how bad AI is. It can't even tell numbers.
Big Ben. Oh, this is one I skipped. Sorry. I'll just read it out loud. It's called Big Ben Digital. BBC drew ire when it announced on April 1st, 1980 that Big Ben would be converted to digital. The report also declared that a lucky few callers would win the iconic clock hands, prompting calls from listeners. Many people were not amused by the stunt. Yeah, that one, all it did was just give me images, legit images of Big Ben. I'm like, come on.
You could do better than that.
Yeah. Sid Fitch, the year 1985, location, United States. Sports Illustrated's April 1985 issue contained a story sure to excite baseball fans. The New York Mets had a prospect from a Tibetan monastery named Sid Fitch. Sid was short for Siddhartha. who could reportedly throw a baseball 168 miles per hour. Excited fans were quick to request more information from the magazine, only to find that the part pitcher, part yogi fireballer was the fictional creation of writer George Plimpton. And it actually inspired one or two movies and stuff like that. But anyways, this is the image it generated. Probably the other most normal-ish image.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just zoom in. I'll guarantee you.
Baseball jersey's all wrong. It looks like he's wearing 3, and it's not neat. It's the Mets, but.
And just look at the other logo on the shoulder.
Yep.
And yeah, otherwise that it just looks like an Asian Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Kind of does. Seattle Space Needle. The year 1989, location, Seattle. Sketch-based comedy, Seattle-based sketch show Almost Live, which I actually remember watching as a kid, made American prank history when it delivered a televised report complete with photographic proof on April 1st, 1989, claiming the iconic Space Needle had fallen down. The local television station that aired the broadcast, N911, received hundreds of calls from alarmed viewers, sorry. And this is the image it gave me. This is the one I said, holy shit, this is scary. Look at the people.
Hold on, let me zoom in. What the hell is up with their smiles? Is that one on the right looks like a Tim Burton Jim Carrey.
Okay, take a look at the one at the bottom left in the white and tell me that does not look like Mel. Give off Mel vibes.
I was going to say it kind of looks like Mel, but completely distorted.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That's just
hey, AI, stop trying to make people happen. You suck at it.
At least they got the Space Needle right.
Yeah, I mean, structures is at least the one thing it can sort of get right.
Yeah. All right, we're on to the final 5.
Yay, whoopee.
Nixon 92. The year 1992, obviously. Location, United States.
Wow, I never would have guessed that.
National Public Radio's Talk of the Nation stunned listeners when the host announced Richard Nixon was once again running for president nearly 18 years after resigning. The show played audio of the former president announcing his candidacy, including the new campaign slogan, "I didn't do anything wrong, and I won't do it again." Only after being inundated with calls did the host reveal their April Fool's trick, which featured comedian Rich Little impersonating Nixon's voice for the aired clips.
What the hell?
Yep.
What does that even say on the left?
I'm
not even sure which direction I'm supposed to be looking at.
Yeah, I don't know if that's language.
It's AI language, which means it's not language at all.
This next one you like. And I actually had to edit out 2 words from here, and I'll tell you at the end of it. While many practical jokes relied on fooling one's target, in certain cases, it's consistency and dedication that ensures a prank success. This is the case with the numerous hacks on MIT's 150-foot-high Great Dome building over the years. Since 1994, students have adorned the building with everything from what looked like a campus police car to a working phone booth. In 1999, the dome was even dressed to resemble, and here are the 2 words I had to fucking exclude, Star Wars' R2-D2.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I could buy that one.
Yeah. So it's got a helicopter helipad on the top.
Yeah. Either that or R2-D2's now got a man bun.
Yep.
Okay, so the next one that I couldn't do the image for, internet surfing under the influence. The year 1994 and location, United States. John Dvorak elicited visions of a dystopian future for internet users in 1994 when the columnist published an article in PC Computing magazine detailing a congressional bill that would make it illegal to use the internet while intoxicated. Dvorak referred to the bill number as 040194, which was the date 040194, and listed his contact person as Lurpa Sloof. April Fool's backwards. Not every reader picked up on these clues, however, and Congress received an outpouring of outraged calls. Taco Liberty Bell from 1996 in Philadelphia. Taco Bell took the nation by storm on April 1st, 1996, after the chain ran full-page ads in 6 of the country's largest newspapers, declaring the fast food restaurant had purchased the Liberty Bell. The National Park Service and Taco Bell headquarters were slammed with phone calls, including from the aides of U.S. senators. Taco Bell admitted it was all a joke by noon that day and donated $50,000 to the Liberty Bell's upkeep. The Philadelphia Inquirer likened the aftermath to the bogus ad as an ad man's War of the Worlds.
No picture for that one?
No, this next one also had no picture. There was I think 4 in total. Sorry, 6 in total. I could do pictures for. This was one of them as well. Killer chemical compound in 1997 United States. Nathan Zoner, a smart 14-year-old student at an Idaho high school, distributed a tongue-in-cheek science report on the dangers of a substance called DHMO. Initial warnings about the substance had surfaced in Michigan in 1983, and other sources subsequently reported it. But Zoner is credited with bringing it widespread attention, in part because his report was picked up by the Washington Post. The police cited Zoner's contention that the chemical is a major component of acid rain and had been found in exposed tumors of terminal cancer patients. Symptoms of his ingestion include excessive sweat and urination, the Post continued, and the presence of the chemical has been confirmed in every river, stream, lake, and reservoir in America. DHMO is short for dihydrogen monoxide. In other words, water.
Yeah. Water wet.
All right, this one I have a picture for. The left-handed Whopper. 1998, United States. Another fast food chain decided to try its hand at trickery just 2 years after Taco Bell's infamous Liberty Bell purchase. On April 1st, 1998, Burger King took out an ad in USA Today introducing the left-handed Whopper, which had all the same ingredients found on a regular Whopper, but rotated 180 degrees to serve it to its left-handed customers. According to the restaurant, thousands of customers requested the non-existent burger. And here's what AI gave me. A menu.
A menu of Burger King.
Of letters that aren't real. To look like they're
burger. Yeah.
The burgers look good though.
Yeah, well, at least you can do burgers correctly.
Yeah. Man, it's been a while since I had burgers.
Really tall burgers.
That's definitely something I'm going for in August. The Burger Whopper. I haven't had one forever.
Why wait till August?
Because there's none near me.
Also, look at the Burger King logo on the top there.
Right?
The attempt at making the Burger King logo, that is.
Yeah. Ugh. It looks like a slasher version of the logo. All right. This is one of 2 more that I don't have pictures for. This is a short one. Football prank. 2004, Boston. The annual Yale-Harvard football game, American football game. Late in November.
The fake football, right.
Got up. One of the college football's oldest rivalries, Yale students, dressed as the Harvard Pep Squad, distributed placards to their rivals' fans. On cue, the Harvard faithful lifted them up and unwittingly spelled the words I couldn't use to get an AI generated image. We suck.
We suck.
Harvard had the last laugh, beating Yale 35-3 to cap an undefeated season.
I mean, karma's a bitch.
Okay, picture one. Flying Penguins, the year 2008. Great Britain / United States. The BBC had pulled numerous pranks over the years, including airing a nature documentary trailer on April 1st, 2008, which actually I remember this trailer now, announcing the discovery of flying penguins in Antarctica. The trailer even introduced animated footage of these penguins. Perhaps spoiling the joke for some Brits, the spot was hosted by comedian and Monty Python member Terry Jones. And this is AI for you. So one pig was just walking on water.
I don't know if it's walking on water or if it's just walking on air. On the other one's riding the flying one's back, and the wing just goes underneath the ice.
There's flippers and wings.
Which it's got 4 wings. No, actually, he's got 1 wing. One and
one
and a
wing,
half flippers and no.
And
feet.
is that a flipper in the very, very far back?
No, it's the flipper that goes underneath the snow thing, the ice thing.
Hmm.
And what's to do with their heads?
I don't want to know. Okay, this is the final
AI,
one.
how do you sleep at night?
Comfortably, apparently.
No,
Okay.
AI doesn't sleep.
So this is the last one with no image. I remember this one very well. In the run, it's Palin pranked 2008 United States. In the run-up to the 2008 presidential election, a Canadian disc jockey contacted vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin by phone and convinced her that he was French President Nicolas Sarkozy.
Nicolas Sarkozy.
Nicolas Sarkozy. Palin did not recognize hints that the call is a joke, even when he says with an exaggerated accent, "From my house, I can see Belgium." The remark is a reference to the line. The remark is a reference to the line said by Palin imitator Tina Fey during a bit on Saturday Night Live, in which Fey's Palin claims she can see Russia from her house because she lives in Alaska.
Oh,
yeah.
Now I get it.
Okay, so this is the final one, and unfortunately, the image is a little bit of I found it to be a little bit of a letdown.
Like all of these.
Yeah, but wait, because of the way to listen to the title, Tetris Tower. The year 2012, Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Students at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, known for their innovative pranks, might have outdone themselves in 2012. MIT hackers installed lights in each of the 153 windows of the campus's 21-story green building, and via wireless connection transformed the lights into a huge operating game of Tetris. And this is what it gave me. It's a bunch of lights.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been worse.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is the end.
Thank you. No more AI.
Well, do you have an idea of what you want to do next?
What? What did you say?
Do you have an idea of what you would want to do next?
Yes, actually. Yes, I do. This is something that I've been saving for a very long time. I gotta be honest with you, it's one of the first few topics that I actually legit wanted to do when we started this show.
Holy shit.
And I've been putting it off for way too long, saying it's way too big, it's way too complicated. I gotta get reacquainted with this topic. I gotta familiarize myself with it enough to do it justice. So I've been kind of pushing it off until recently I decided to just go for it, only to realize that it's way too big to be done in one episode. So I just decided to do it in several episodes. And this is actually something that I've been brewing for a long time. I've been setting this up. I told you months ago that I have this build up, right? That some of the last few topics I did were just build up for something.
Yep.
This is that something. Okay. So the culmination of Israeli politician and Israeli comedians meshed together in the perfect way possible. Someone who's watching this has probably already figured out where I'm going with this by now, but it is time. It is the time. The time has come, to quote Rafiki. This is the time. This is it's the moment, the day, the whatever. We are now finally going to talk about something that I've kind of been talking to you off screen of about, for months now, the Israeli, or at least what I consider to be the Israeli equivalent of Saturday Night Live, Eretz Nehederet.
Yep. You have definitely shown me some stuff.
I've shown you some stuff. Now we're just going to go through it. And, well, let me just say this. At first, I started by refamiliarizing myself to prepare for this topic. I started by rewatching the show. This show's been around since 2003 in Israel. It's the, like I said, it's the Israeli equivalent to Saturday Night Live. I don't know what other way to call it. And it's been going on for over 20 years, 22 seasons. So I started rewatching it from the start. And I was, at least at first, I was thinking we can just do a quick recap of the first 10 seasons, because those are the ones I actually watched before I drifted off. Then I realized that, no. You cannot just condense those first 10 seasons into just one episode without it being at least 9 hours long. So I figured...
I don't have the time.
Neither do I. So I figured instead, we're just going to go season by season. And all my topics are covered for the next few weeks. All my next topics is going to be... we're going to do one season per episode. It's going to be kind of a recap of the show. And I think you're going to enjoy it. Now, I have a bunch of clips for it, but I did not put subtitles on that one because just translating that type of humor is either too complicated, it gets lost in the translation, or alternatively, you can kind of get it from the vibes. So hopefully you won't have too many problems running into that one.
Hopefully not.
So, yeah. Eretz Nehederet, prepare yourself. It's going to be a journey.
Okay. Looking forward to it.
All right. So plugs then?
Yeah, well, you know me. __Saxman, and doing the same stuff here with you now that my schedule is kind of cleared up here.
Yay! Back to normal. And you can also find me on my YouTube channel, 50 Shades of Geek, where I do weekly reviews of every single... Normally, I do weekly reviews of every single Doctor Who episode from 1963 all the way to 2024, but right now I'm putting that on hold for a bit to focus on Ncuti Gatwa's first season. And when this episode uploads, it'll be right before I'll upload, a couple of days before I'll upload my review for the penultimate episode of the season, and it's a big one. It's a pretty big one if you watched the episode already. And also, I normally do this show. We're back now because my friend's schedule is cleared up. But as for the other show that I normally do on this channel, I mentioned this at the end of last month. Kind of taking a bit of a break to focus on other things, and we're gonna do like a 4-episode recap at the end of the month. And maybe by next month, we're going to go back to the regular schedule. But that's it for now. So you can also check out all the other wonderful channels from the wider Benverse at large, like Something to Talk About, Galaxy Geek, Multiverse of Geekdom, Willows Night, Midnight Cinema, 8-Time Reviews, In the Front Row, which is still not pictured in this stupid thumbnail. And Arius is So Digging Wrestling dead now?
Never. That's not coming back.
Yeah. Well, it was a nice idea. And, of course, just a reminder... This episode was supposed to go up on the April 1st, which was the birthday of our dearly departed friend, Ben Rayner, who we are doing the show for him in his memory and in his honor. And, of course, we miss him every day. So, yeah.
Well, that pretty much wraps the end of that then. So don't forget to like and subscribe to us and to those people, and we will see you later.
And let your geek flags fly. That's all we're really here for.
Exactly. Later.
Also, Eid Mubarak for those of you who celebrate Eid al-Adha.
Okay, cool. What he said. Bye.